welcome back to Tracy's Pages. Today I am doing a challenge set by Sharon over at the Girls Down Under Facebook group. Girls Down Under Facebook group is for anyone that wants to join from Australia and New Zealand, hence the Girls Down Under. There's a few of us. If you want to join, check us out, the Girls Down Under on Facebook. So today's weekend challenge was hosted by, as I say, Sharon, Shazza. Her rules. We must make the rules for Shazza's competition, whatever you want to call it. The weekend challenge, get my blimmin' tongue untied, is to use the sketch, which is from Scrap 2023 from Scrapbook Nerd. Must use the sketch below. Make our page monochromatic, shades or hues of one colour. There wasn't a specific colour mentioned. You could use whatever we wanted. A sketch, we must use one photo, the layered scraps, and at least 3 hearts as per the sketch design. And then there's the rules that go with just that, we can enter up to 3 times as long as we use the rules above, a double page counted as ones, yada yada yada. So that is the challenge. Whew, can I accept it now that I'm over my headache? Anyway, the photo I am using is of Freddie in his school uniform just before he turned 5. I am going to choose blues for my monochromatic scheme, so I'm going to use some of these papers. This is my blue background. Here's a white piece of cardboard sheet. Now this is from Heidi Swap. It's called Old School, and the page is Summerland. This blue one is from Jen Hatfield, and it is called Peace. So they are the papers I am using. You'll see when it comes together. In my bowl of trusty goods, I have got some blue rub-ons. One's All Boy, Trouble, Star, Handsome, No Girls Allowed, Crash and Burn, yada yada. My title is simply going to be Epic. I have got some blue stickers, embellishments. I have got a whole lot of blue cutouts with my scrap paper. Every now and then I'll sit down and I'll cut out whatever scrap I've got left and turn them into shapes and things. So I've got hexagons, I've got stars, and I've got 3 acrylic blue hearts. Right, let me get my jiggy on, so to say. Move this stuff out of the way. I shall sit back down. I am using a white backstock, anyway, white cardstock. I've got to get my tongue to untie itself when I'm talking to myself. The problem is I don't like listening to my own voice, so hence, oh look, there's another piece of blue I can use, and I got a whole lot of baggy scraps. Anyway, so I shall cut myself the main back piece, which it looks to be, if that's 12, it's probably, I'll cut my border strip off. Cut the border stripper off. I will need that. I won't need that. I am going to do my main long back piece, 8 inches wide. Cut it straight. Cut it straight. Cut it straight. 8 inches. No. 6 inches by 8 inches is what I was. 6 inches by 8 inches, 8.5 inches. Let's just do that. I am also going to back my photo in the same paper. So anyway, I have got my back bit. That looks about good to me, and I'm going to stick again. It's a sketch. Use the sketch. I'm going to stick pretty close to the sketch. Look at Freddie here. He looks as smug as a bug in a rug, doesn't he? He sure did. did. He was trying on his uniform. He was at his grandma's house. Grandma also scrapbooks. So of course Grandma takes all the opportunities to take photos, and sometimes Grandma's very nice and shares it with me, which I appreciate. So thank you, Grandma Lindley, for sharing. I'm going to scruff up edges of all of my, I'm going to make it look quite scuff up the edges of this one as well. Hopefully it'll come together pretty quick. Sometimes on our Girls Down Under challenges, we spin the wheel on a Thursday to see who's going to host the challenge for the weekend, and I've hosted it once so far. And some of us offer a prize, some of us don't. It doesn't matter if there's a prize or not. It's all about enjoying it and giving it a crack. I'm going to rough it with my, oh dear me, with my roughing up. I'm going to use this Versacolour Royal Blue and just ink up the edges of it. Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I've remembered to use my inks. Ink up the edges. So I should, because it's blue, monochromatic, all the different shades of the blue. I get blue all over my fingers. Anyway, I'll stop singing now. So, a few of the girls have already, I've only just sat down to scrapbook today because I've had a migraine. We might just shove a bit of blue in behind that as well. Because I've only just sat down to actually do some scrapbooking today, I've had a migraine for the last few days. So I am going to, I didn't think I was actually going to get it done. I actually said to Sharon this morning, I haven't had a chance to scrapbook, so I may not. And she said that was, you know, thank you, hope I got better. But I'm feeling a bit better this afternoon. And, oops, as I say, I think the migraines coming back due to the screen that I have to look at every day, which is absolutely tiny, and I have asked for a bigger one, so hopefully if that doesn't solve the issue, I can't be having migraines every weekend. I might have to think about looking for another position. Well, I won't give up work, but I could look for another position. Wonder if I won lotto last night. I haven't checked. I could be sitting here being $30 million richer. That would be nice. What would I do with $30 million? I would buy a property somewhere beautiful up in the hills in the bush with the babbling creek running through it. Set up nicely so I could host scrapbook retreats. I would go to America while that's sorted out and source scrapbooking. So probably set up my own little scrapbooking thing here from home. Invite all my scrappy friends from all over the world to come and try out my scrapbooking retreat for free. All over New Zealand, wouldn't that be cool? But yeah, I would go, that's what I'd do. I think I'd go and set up a nice property for the dogs, so they've got plenty of, you know, so it's fenced and it's safe, and they've got plenty of room to run around and be dogs and have all the good life. Make sure I'd buy Wade and his partner a house, of course. Set them up for the kids. I would buy a property big enough to put a granny flat sort of thing on for my mother, so she can come and live with me with her horse and retire nice, you know, without any stress, and have a house also with probably over top of a big garage barn thing with a flat up there for Bradley to live in, because I don't think he's ever going to leave home, and that's fine by me too, but he can have his own little flat and live at home away, you know. that's the sort of thing. Yeah, a bit more travel, go to you know, places I've always wanted to go, which is, I think I'd probably buy a cabin in Alaska somewhere so I can spend my winters in their summer. I don't know. Go and meet a few scrapbooky friends if they'd have me meeting them, and some old friends from my World of Warcraft guild days. We've always promised if we could afford it, we'd go and meet each other. Yes, I'm a gamer. I play World of Warcraft. Have done for years and years and years. But yeah, I don't know. It's always a good wish, isn't it? It's always a good, what would you do if you won the money? And in New Zealand, we don't pay tax on our winnings because it is winning. But of course, the minute you put it in your bank, you're paying for tax the minute it's in your bank account, aren't you? And you'd pay property tax, so they get you the other ways. So anyway, that's all right. That's what I would do. Wishful thinking, dreams are free, and all that sort of jazz. Is that? No, that's white. I can put that in. Anyway, so on the sketch that we've been given to use, there are 4 or so layers, but of course the sketch is for inspiration, and as much I do love sticking to a good sketch, or if I'm scrap lifting, as we know from my May I Scrap Lift You videos, I do like to try and stick as close to people's if I scrap lift. But a sketch like this, it's open for interpretation, so I might have to use a bit of imagination. I'm making a heck of a mess with this ink, but that's okay. It's blue. It's part of the monochromatic scenario. I'm just going to be covered in blue. I can be a blue man. Maybe I could join that group. But yeah, so hopefully I'm just going to try and get this together really fast. Lots of inking. At least I'm inking. I did say I wanted to try and ink up my edges. So ink up the first one. Here's a bit of, right, so now let's just whack it together. Let's see how we go. So I just want a bit of a stand out there. Stick it down, stick it down. Is it straight? Probably not. So I'm going to have layers of my strips of paper. Where are we going to put you? Down there. So we want them all different lengths. Let me get my trusty pencil out. I've moved it around so we'll be able to get away. So here we go. There you are, idea. So we're going to do different lengths of paper. We don't want to stick them out too far. So I'll just stick the bits in the middle down. There's a bit of white. White is always good to use in monochromatic as a space filler. What's going on here? Ding ding. She said layered, so we'll layer them away. Didn't scuff up the ends very well though, did I? It's alright. That's okay. Alright, so we're going to there we go. We'll shove that there. Stick them down a bit. Get my picture. As I say, it was a last minute come together. Oh dear. So there we go. We'll stick him down. We'll get our scissors. Here's my layered papers. Fantastic. Now on here we've got, this part I am going to try and follow a little bit closer. Let me have a look. So instead of using circles, I am using hexagons, all the different shades of blue. And there we go. These big ones won't get used. Oops, that one didn't want to go on. It's tried to escape, but that's okay. So there we go. Put that there. Put that one there. Put that one over there. Obviously we've got blue on the other side, so we've got stars and hearts, which I'd like to use as well. So a few stars, a few more stars. Where are they all gone? I'd lose my brain if it wasn't screwed on. Oops. Oh, listen to that wind. My goodness. That's picked up in a hurry. I'm losing my marbles, or shall I say my stars. We'll layer up some stars there, and I've got more. Put a star up here because, you know, all three clusters should have something similar. Right, we're going to put a heart in each cluster. So I don't know where I got my acrylic hearts from. So they've come from, oh, I want to say they've come from Bramble Fox, but I can't be sure. I've bought quite a bit of stuff from all over the place as of because I've been trying to, you know, buy things that I want to use, and trying to find decent prices. And I did have a little subscription going with Bramble Fox for a little while. I do like Bramble Fox, their acrylics, so I do keep an eye open for that, on their website, like I do a lot of other websites, and go, oh, I wish. I need to bring that up. Am I going to be able to, oops, I need to bring it up a bit. I had it down far, too low, oops. So, I mean, this is not exactly the same placement, but it is following pretty close to where they are on the oh, what am I trying to say? Pretty close to where they are on the sketch. The sketch. I'm really struggling with my words this week. Right, so that. Everything is a mess as usual. I've got to learn to put things away. I am looking for my, here it is over here. I'm going to use my bone folder, and I'm going to put my pin in my glue before I lose it, because I have a habit of doing that. So I think this is a rub off. No, maybe not. Oh, that's funny. Maybe it's not a rub on. I shall just cut it out very quickly. So this is just printed onto acetate. How's that? So we've got all sorts of textures on this one. We've got scuffed up paper, we've got acrylic, we've got acetate, we've got cardboard. All it's missing is a bit of all it is missing is a bit of fibre. So, and yeah. Anyway, it's going to come together. And Sharon, thanks for hosting the challenge this weekend. It's really, really cool. My head is starting to hurt with all this talking. Oh dear. Right, stick it there. Hopefully the glue dries clear. I'm using these acrylics like the tiny word stickers, but that's okay. It's all blue. I'm loving it. That took all of 15 minutes if I'm lucky. I'm planning to doing. Now I'm going to finish this off, go and edit it, upload it, and think about dinner. I think I will think about somebody else cooking dinner. How's that? Anyway, there you go, Sharon. There is my weekend layout. My challenge all done. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. What is going on with my glue gun? Oh, I don't know. We'll see you next time. Sorry about that. I'm having a moment. It's going to have to stay there because it's stuck to the photo. All right, have a great day. Bye. There's my picture.